Hello. Oh shit. Hi, my name is Eric. Welcome back to the After Dark podcast. It's not gonna be dark soon because it's 5 in the morning. Um, I just haven't slept. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I just have not slept, and I have a lot of shit going on. Not really, but kind of sorta. And I kind of wanted to do something. I need to take this out because I'm getting my hair done. I'm gonna cut it. What? Eric's cutting his hair. No one said that. No one give a shit. But yeah, I'm gonna. I think I'm finally gonna cut my hair, cause I'm not cutting it all off. I'm keeping the locks, but I think it is time to. I think that spiritually locks have they hold like a sort of energy, and I think that it's time to get rid of some of it. Not to say that I don't like it because I love my hair and how it looks, and there's a sentimental value to it. But I'm not like I don't have one of those hairstyles where I can just like change the style or change the color and off on a whim or like whatever the case may be. I have to just cut most of it off. I don't know how short it's gonna be. I don't know how long it's gonna be after I'm done with it, but I think I'm like 75% sure on the idea. I think it's the day it gets cut. But I have a lot of things that I want to talk about. I know the last podcast is kind of sad. This one's not gonna be a lot better, but um, let's talk. So in terms of the things that I said last podcast, like in terms of my family and shit like that, it's not looking much better. So um, I think, not I think, even my dad was like, yeah, you need to. It looks like I'm gonna have to duck out or disappear for a minute, and that doesn't worry me. That doesn't scare me or anything. Like I kind of have been preparing for that. Well, kind of, cause yeah, I've been preparing for that. So it looks like your boy is gonna be by his lonesome for a minute. Um, but that's just how things. I guess that's just the way things go. I'm just gonna. That's just. I have to grow up. Like, I have to be an adult. So I'm gonna have to disappear for a minute. But I. I know last podcast I was thinking about just like driving off, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna pick a direction and go see where I end up. Um, all the money that I have, I think I'm just gonna sell all the shit that I don't need, and then just disappear somewhere. Um, and I don't know. I have a lot of. I would have stayed, or not. I would have stayed, but I want to stay because I don't want to leave my friends, and I don't know, something about just being in the same state as my ex makes me feel not like secure, but it makes me feel like if anything ever goes wrong for any of them, I can be there to make it better, to like to help. Um and there's more about I'm gonna talk about her more obviously because it's the podcast, but um yeah, I would leave a lot. I would have left a lot sooner if it wasn't for them. But now that I actually have to leave, that makes me feel the type of way. It feels like like when you're a mom letting your kid go to school for the first time, or they're off to college and they don't rely on you anymore, and you're like, oh, like I feel like that. Um, and I feel like it would be best for me to just gracefully bow out and not like make a scene about it. Not like, oh, I'm gonna miss you guys. I need help. Blah blah blah. Just keep talking to them as if nothing is ever happening, and then eventually just vanish. Um, I I've been I've been working a lot, and not like in terms of physically, but well, I have, but in terms of like who I am as a person, because I know that that was something that I struggled with a lot in the last couple of years, was not knowing who I actually am as a person. And I feel like I've made great strides, and a lot of effort went into being the person that I am today, and it's not. I've finally gotten to the point where I'm okay. I'm not satisfied because I'm not done, and I'm just okay with who I am. I'm not like I love myself type shit like 100%. Like I have the confidence of like, you know what I'm saying, like I'm just okay with who I am. And that's great. That's fantastic progress for how I was before, where I was like, I fucking hate myself, want to kill myself. Not saying I don't, but like in Minecraft, of course. But like, I'm doing a lot better in terms of, having an identity and having morals and having fucking like boundaries and having like shit to live by, a set of ethics, a set of morals, a set of values. I've done a good job of fucking getting to this point to where I actually have finally constructed an Eric, because before then it was Eric. At least that's how I thought of myself. Now it's just Eric. And for a long portion of my life, I felt like I just existed to be used by people. Like I just existed to be other people's thing to fucking use, whether that be for their happiness, whether that be for their whether that be physically or whether that be emotionally. I just felt like I existed to be used, and that's how I went through life. I verbally said I'm just here for people to use me, and now I'm like, that's fucked up. Like I don't know why I thought like why would I think about that? Like why would I want that? Well, I guess in relation to the last one, I just, any perceived love was just something that I strove to have, and it I like that strive for love was so blinding, like it literally fucked me up. Like it fucked me up. Um and I'm at a point now where I don't strive for love anymore. I just, you know, I'm just here. Like I just exist, and I'm trying to be a better person. And I I will never forget. I will never forget for as long as I live. One of the things that my ex said to me like maybe 2-3 years ago when we first got together. She said, "Hey, I hope you don't hate me." Blah 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 blah. Paraphrasing. Uh, I hope I'm not. I hope at the very least I was part of your villain uprising story or some shit like that. And I never told her. Well, of course I told her no, but in the back of my head I was like, "You fucked me up, girl." Um, but I kind of took that and ran with that, and maybe I found some kind of happiness. Sometimes maybe I felt a sense of clarity in being a bad guy, being a villain, and no one like told me that the bad guy never fucking wins in the end. Like the bad guy never fucking in the end. The bad guy never fucking wins. Thanos didn't fucking win. Ultron didn't fucking win. Um, Kibuchi Muzan didn't fucking win. Jigsaw didn't win. Fucking Jason Voorhees. None of these motherfuckers won. No villain fucking wins. And if they do, it always gets switched in the end. Some shit always happens where the villain never wins, where it's not canon or some shit. But nothing ever goes right for the villain. And no one told me that shit. And I was like, I'm right, I'll just be the villain. And I fucked up a lot of shit. And I after me and my ex broke up, I realized that I didn't want to be the villain. I didn't want to be a bad guy. As much as like I idolized being a fucking villain and all this dumb shit, all this crazy shit, I didn't want to be a bad guy. But it felt like I was being treated like a bad guy, so I was like, I might as well just be the fucking bad guy. But after we broke up, it made me want to become a better person. So instead of being a part of my villain story, she became a part of my hero story. I thought somebody came in here. I can't see, it's dark. That made me want to be. She made me want to be a hero. She made me want to be a good guy. She made me want to have a hero uprising, if anything. So I started being good. I started to be a better person, and I wanted to be a better person. And I got tired of of people telling me who I was, and I got tired of people telling me what I should be, and what I should be doing. And I was tired of living everybody else's. I was tired of living for everybody else. Well, I am tired of living for everybody else. So I became somebody who doesn't do that anymore. And now I'm just Eric. And God, I don't like my name. I wish I wanted to change my name as a kid. But nah, I don't really think about it as much out of respect for my dad, even though I don't like my name, and have I feel very iffy with my father. I think about changing my name a lot, but what? That's a side tangent. Whoa. Yeah, I think about. I wanted to be a better person, and when we broke up, she told me. One of the last things she said to me, physically, one of the last like face to face, one of the last things she said to me was, or I told her that I wasn't gonna get with anybody else. I wasn't gonna find anybody else, after her. And one of the last things she said to me was, Eric, I know who you are. I know how you are. And I think that was the last straw for me, with people telling me who I was. Because every time someone told me how I was, I never really felt that's who I was. Again, I think that was the last straw. So I've learned to just be okay by myself. And I've pushed away everything. And I gave myself time to dissect and to dive into who I want to be as a person. And I'm okay with that person now. I'm okay with this person that I've made. I'm okay with this person. And I thank her for that, but I wish it was under different circumstances, and I wish that she didn't see me that way. I wish that she didn't see me that way. But yeah, I'm okay with the person I've become to be. I'm okay with him. And I've had to do a lot of soul searching. I've had to do a lot of sifting. I've had to do a lot of sleepless nights, and I've had to do a lot of digging and confronting things that I didn't necessarily want to confront within my own like history, within my own actions, within my own thought process, within my own mindset. I've had to confront a lot of things, and it's not a lot of things that I wanted to confront, but I had to if I wanted to be a better person. And maybe a little bit, just a tiny bit of it was out of spite for her saying that. But I'm glad it was a good spite. It was spiteful for a good reason. To better myself, maybe. I don't know how that sounds. That probably sounds a little fucked up. Sorry. But yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Again, I'm not on my I love myself like moi moi type shit, but I'm just like for the longest time when we broke up, I couldn't like stare at myself in the mirror. And for like 6, 7, 8 months, like every time I went to like brush my teeth, I would never like fully like make eye like when you stare into the mirror, you make eye contact with yourself. I would always like stare down, and I could never see what the fuck I was doing. And there would be days, weeks where I would just not know what I look like. Like I could have a fucked up face, acne, all this shit. I would just like I would go up to scratch my chin and be like, damn, like I never grow my facial hair out. I'd be like, damn, I got a fucking goatee going. I got fucking mustache going, and I've never grown my facial hair out. Um, but that's how bad it was. Like I would just like I hated myself. I would just never stare at myself. I would never fix myself, and I realized that nobody is going to save you, as much as you may want them to. No one is going to save you. No one has the power to save you, but yourself. They may have the power to help. They may be there to support you, hold your hand, pick you up when you're down, and indirectly they may save you, but no one can save you. You have to save yourself. And for the longest time, I wanted somebody to save me. I had fallen, and I had delegated responsibility to everyone that would walk by to come and pick me back up, and no one had the power to do that because I wouldn't let them. So I have to save myself. And I'm not saying I'm fucking saved or delivered or fucking, in my best state, like on my best me, my best life. I'm not saying that because I'm far from it. I'm still fucked up, but I'm a little less fucked up. A little less. I'm like a turn, like, you know how like Lilo and Stitch, they had like the color and how bad Stitch was. I'm like at like a 45% fucked up still. But I think that's stuff that I just cannot change. Like I think that's deep rooted trauma. But yeah, I'm okay with the person that I've become to be. I'm okay with the person I've grown to become, and that took a lot of work, especially with the emotional invulnerability that I had and the stunted emotional stuntedness I've had. Like it took a lot. It took a lot to get here, and it sucks that I had to get here with the conditions and the events that I've gone through, but I'm finally here, and I can't change it. Yeah, I can't change it. I I guess I should say it now, but I think this is the last podcast where I'm gonna be talking about my ex for real. Um, because I feel like I need to let it rest. I need to let it rest. I need to take that energy out. I need to let her like you know I need to. I feel like every time I talk about it, I'm somehow negatively impacting her, or I'm fucking like I keep talking like an aura that fucking follows her wherever she goes, and I don't want that to be her reality. I don't want her to always feel like there's some nigga that's waiting in the. I need to stop saying that word. There's some dude sitting in the background just fucking lurking, waiting. Um, I don't want her to feel like there's always someone out there who's like fucking watching or waiting for something to happen, or be nervous or scared that I'm always just gonna pop up and try to force something on her, like force a relationship, like that. I don't want her to feel like that. And I love her enough to know that me constantly talking about things isn't gonna change the reality of the situation. Like me constantly bringing up how things used to be, me constantly bringing up how much I love her, miss her, still fucking dream about her, or like all that shit. It's not gonna change anything. It's not gonna make anything happen. It's not gonna fucking like. So again, this because I'm still gonna talk about her. This will be the last like podcast episode where I talk about her. Well, not that this. It just has more to say, but this will be the last episode where I like talk about her for real, for real. Yeah, I love her enough to know that me talking about shit isn't gonna make things better. It potentially may be making shit worse. It may be damaging shit. I don't know. I'll never know. But yeah, I wanted to say that real quick. But yeah, I've been reminiscing a lot because again, my family is gonna go bye bye, and that just made me think about a lot of things about me. Made me think about all the things that I never said. It made me think about all the things that I never did. Made me think about. It just made me think about everything. And so I went back and I just started. I kind of, sort of. I started looking at a lot of things that I used to have. And it makes me sad. Well, I'd be lying if I said it didn't make me sad. Like, I'm neutral. Not neutral, but like, I'm pretty calm about everything. I'm pretty, like, rational about everything. But I don't allow myself, like, the last podcast episode, I don't allow myself to feel a lot of the times. And I've stopped trying to do that. If I need to cry, I let myself fucking cry now. But, it makes me feel sad. Because I am a stuck in the past kind of guy. And I'm always sad and crying and wishing that I had the old shit back. And you can't progress in life constantly being plagued by the shit that you used to have. Like if you're walking down a road and you have a map and it's just showing you how to get back to where it is that you came from instead of where you need to go, then what fucking it's literally not gonna get you anywhere. And that's how I've been living life. I've just been living life with a map of fucking how to get back to shit. And that isn't the way that I'm living life now. I need to live life going forward. And if that path that I'm taking leads forward and it intersects with someone from the past or something from the past, then great, fantastic. I welcome it with open arms. Like, example, my ex. I'm just speaking that into existence. It's not like your words have meaning, boy. Your words have power. Speak it. I'm just wishful thinking, but or if my path leads to a dead end, try again, right? Yeah, but I'm a stuck in the past kind of guy, and for a long time I've always just lived my life as if I was going back to the past, and I'm not. Life is gonna progress around me. My friends are gonna progress around me. Everything is gonna move forward, and then I'm gonna be stuck in the past. So I'm learning to get out of that. I'm learning to look towards the future, and the future doesn't scare me. I've never been scared by the future. I've never been scared of change. But it does make me nervous. It does make me nervous. Yeah. So, because for a long time I wasn't okay. Even now I'm not like okay, but I'm okay. And I haven't been doing well, right? So if I just keep pulling back from that mindset, keep pulling back from all those emotions, all that negativity, all that poison, then I'm bringing all of that into my future. all the negative, nasty, terrible shit that I was thinking, all the fucking sadness that I was harboring, all the anger that I was, growing to have. If I reach back and pull from that, then I'm not gonna go nowhere. I'm gonna bring all that shit right to the front. And I can't do that. I can't afford to do that anymore because that's not who I am as a person. I'm not an angry person. I'm not a spiteful person. I'm sad, but I'm not like a sad person. I'm not the most happiest, but it's definitely, you know, being happy is more in tune with who I am than any of the other shit. And I can't do that anymore. You know? So I need to forgive myself for a lot of the shit that I've done. And that's hard. And there are days where I do it better than others. There are days where I forgive myself. And then there's some days where I'm like, I take that shit back. You don't deserve it. So I need to forgive myself for all the shit that I've done. And again, it's harder than others. Some days it's harder than others. And I'm slowly getting there. I'm slowly getting there. Yeah. If for a long time it felt like I was losing my ability to live. Like I was okay with slowly fading away. And that was okay. That was okay to me. And I was thinking that when there were people trying to breathe life into me, right? I don't even say right, so why am I doing that now? But I was thinking that, or I was feeling that when they came at a time where people were trying to breathe life into me. And it didn't do anything but hurt them. And a lot of the time they blame themselves for it, and I wish I so desperately wish that there was something that I could do to make those people see that it wasn't their fault. It wasn't them. It was just me. It was just me. And those people fucking apologized to me. Sorry, I wasn't the best to you. I should have done this. I should have done that. I should have done this. And them apologizing to me now, I'm like, bro, no, don't apologize to me. Please don't apologize to me. I was fucked up. Like I was fucked up. There's no reason for you to apologize for me. To me, there's no reason. I was a lost soul. I was a lost fucking soul, and I was just drifting, and I was okay with being lost. I didn't want to be found. I didn't want to find myself. I was okay with being lost, and I hurt a lot of people. I hurt a lot of people being that way, and I'm not, for the most part. I still dip back into that, but that's how healing works. Healing is not linear. It's 3-dimensional. And I say that all the time. Healing is 3-dimensional. It is not linear. You're not on a scale going back and forth. You're going up or you're going down like this. That's how healing works. That's how self-improvement works. You're going like this. You're never going on a linear plane back and forth. You're going like this. I wish I could sit those people down and say, listen, it was not your fucking fault. It was not your fault in any way, shape, or form. It was not your fucking fault. It was not your fault. It wasn't your fault. I just didn't care about a lot of things. I didn't, and I'm not gonna say I didn't care, but I just didn't allow myself to care. And I don't know why. Maybe it was to protect myself or whatever the case may be. But when things are hard, when things are rough, when things are scary, that's when you dive in 100%. That's when you put yourself in 100%. Yeah, but if I keep reaching back into a past that's filled with shit like that, then I'm not gonna get anywhere. I can look for guidance. I can look for as examples, and I can look for what not to do's, and I can use my past like that. But I can't keep living in that past because my past isn't like a good past. My past is filled with fuck shit. It's filled with muck and filth and dirt and grime, and anything past a certain point is gonna do nothing but hurt and hinder me in my future. So I need to stop reaching back into that past and pulling shit up into the future because it's not gonna change anything. It's not gonna make anything better. But sometimes it's good to look at all the good things that happened in my past. Like I have. Hold on, I gotta grab them. I have, because like I said, I was reminiscing. I was about to go through all my shit. My ex gave me this like a month before my birthday, and I have them here. She basically wrote a bunch of. Oh, I dropped my phone. Every day leading up to my birthday, she wrote down a song, and she put down some lyrics. And every day up to my birthday, I would pull out, like, oh, okay, what's today? Today's Circles by Mac Miller. And I would open the card, and it would be like some lyrics. But in the bag, everything after my breakup, everything that I've gotten, I've kept, and I put in this bag. Like literally anything that anybody has ever given me, after my breakup, I've put in here. So when I came to my new store, like at my job, they have these things where if you want to compliment somebody or like say they have good work ethic, whatever the fuck, they just encourage you to talk nicely about your coworkers and not bitch about them. Like everything that anybody's ever said, I put in here. Like I have dollars in here, like bills. Like I won a tournament, someone gave me $5. I was like, I don't want your money. And they're like, bitch, take it. It's rude. And I was like, all right. So instead of spending it, I put it in here. See, like that one's a $1 bill because that was from something else. But yeah, anything anybody's ever given me, I put in here. And then any note that's ever been written, I have in here. So I was gonna go through those, and I probably will, and I'm gonna cry. I know, cause I'm a bitch. But it's nice to go back and to see that there are people who still had hope for me, still cared, still believe that I'm gonna be a good person. And me today, I'm glad that I can live up to that. Because for a long time, I determined my happiness and my value off of how other people perceive me, and that led me down a very weird fucking path of chasing everybody's fucking acceptance, literally everybody's acceptance, even the people that barely had like a show, like people that just showed up for like 25 minutes in my episode and ducked the fuck off. Even people like that, it led for me to chase their fucking acceptance. And I chalked that up to my parents. Like I have like an acceptance thing. I don't much anymore because I realized that it was not leading me down a good path. And yeah, I'm glad that I've made progress in terms of getting out of shit like that. I was going down a fucked up route. I really was. And I was chasing everybody's acceptance except the ones who really fucking matter. And everybody else's happiness and their acceptance meant a lot more to me than the people who mattered. And that's how I lived for a long time. My happiness was based off other people's. If other people weren't happy, it was my fault. I needed to make them happy. If other people didn't accept me, I need to do better for them to accept me. And it blinded me to a lot of things. It made me feel a lot of bad things about myself mainly, but in general. And I felt like I needed to be so many different versions of myself to make so many different people fucking happy. I couldn't be one way with this person. I need to be this way. I can't be another way with this person. I need to be this way. And I I didn't have an identity. I didn't have a sense of self, and I finally fucking got over that. I finally got out of that, and now I'm just Eric. I'm just me, and I'm still working on myself. Again, this is like a callback, or not a callback, but a rewind all the way to the beginning. This is like, I'm just me now. I live free knowing that that's not how I am anymore. That I can just exist, and other people's acceptance or other people's happiness doesn't fuck with me. It doesn't make me feel like less than, or it doesn't make me feel like I have to, this one person doesn't like me but everybody else does. I need to chase this one fucking person and make sure that they like me. I need everyone to like me. I don't live like that anymore. If you don't like me, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, I feel like I'm a pretty alright person. If you don't like me, nothing I can do about it. But, I've made a lot of progress, and I'm proud of myself for that. I'm proud of myself for that. But I like I said earlier, I'm gonna be alone for a while, and that's okay. I've built up the person that I built up to be. I'm okay with being alone. I had no choice. I have to be okay with being alone. So for a year, I sat by myself. I didn't have any friends come over. I sat by myself. Days, sleepless nights. I sat by myself. And I had to grow to be okay with being alone. And that's something that I've never been okay with. And I've never been okay with being alone. I've always had to have somebody there. But I had to grow to be that person. And I'm a little envious, almost. I'm a little envious because I see all my friends doing good now. And ever since me and my ex broke up, it feels like I've just been getting hit with nothing but fucking left and right hooks. And I believe in karma. I'm a karma believer. I don't have all my crystals and jewels in my hair because, again, I'm about to cut this bitch. But I am a karma believer, and I feel like I've racked up a lot of bad karma, and after the bad karma fucking started coming to fruition when we broke up, and then after that, it's like, you got a debt to be paid, boy, and you gonna pay that shit in full, no refunds type shit. And it feels like I've been just getting hit back to back to back to back to back to back since that day, since November fucking 14th. It feels like I've been getting hit back to back to back to back to back to back on some Drake shit, back to back to back to back, but nothing but bad karma. And I've been trying to take it in stride, take it with a smile, you know what I'm saying? But it gets a little hard because it's like, when do I get, some good shit? When do I get some good shit? When do I get some happy shit? You know what I'm saying? When do I get some good karma? And I'm not talking about like $5 on the side of the road, or like on the floor finding like a random ass fucking, I found a Snickers in my pocket, I was super hungry today, not some shit like that. Which I haven't found, by the way. I haven't found a Snickers nor $5, which I would really fucking like. But I keep getting these like life altering canon events that keep happening back to back to back to back, and all around me I see my friends just doing fucking good. Even if they're not doing good mentally, they like still do, like they still are doing something. Like Darren just got a new job. Darren's always hanging out with people. He's always going out, has a very active social life. He has fucking cuddle sessions with bitches that, he kind of sort of likes. Josh has got a new job. He's making more money. He's in school. He's about to get his fucking bachelor's degree. Angel's in school again. He's going to get his bachelor's degree in like a year. And he has more money than either of us either fucking have. And Angel fucking has a girl on the low that he doesn't talk about. Darren could get any girl he fucking wants. He's just, is on his celibacy shit. And I'm just here like, damn. I lose the love of my life. I'm losing every single one of my family members. I can't live in this house anymore. I have to move states. Like, I tried to off myself twice, and I failed. And now I just have I have a fucked up brain. Like my memory is fucked. My car is shitty. Like, what do I do? And yeah, I'm just complaining. I'm just nitpicking. And like, there's, again, like I said in the last podcast, there's always somebody out there that has it worse than me. I understand that. But at the same time, I'm like, when do I get some good shit, Like, when do I get some good shit? When can I be booed up and laid up on a couch watching fucking the new episode of Jujutsu Kaisen with my girl? When can I fucking, like, make big achievements in my life and my parents actually physically be there to see it? Like, when can I sit in my own apartment with my own fucking animal that depends on me and loves me unconditionally and fucking, like, stare outside the window and read my book and drink cocoa or my hot fucking tea? When can I get, like, a reality like that instead of a reality where I'm fucking basically Sean from the Life is Strange, just minus the fucking brother, because he's gone? Like, when can I live a reality like that? So I'm a little jealous of my friends. I'm happy for him. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy for him. But I just wish some of that good karma was coming my way. And I feel like I'm not quite done serving my bad karma yet. And I have a feeling that some shit is gonna come and it's just gonna fuck me up. Yeah, I feel like I'm not done serving that karma. And I've been trying to put good karma, good energy out into the world. I've been trying to do a lot of good shit. I'm not helping, like, old ladies walk across the street or anything, but, like, I'm, like, when I can, I'm trying to do good shit. I'm trying to, like, be a good person, genuinely, not like a good person because I'm selfish, not be like a selfishly selfless person, but genuinely just be a good person. And that's who I was back then. I was a selfishly selfless person. I was selfless because I needed that, not because I wanted to, because I needed that. I needed people to love, depend, and care on me. I needed people to fucking, like, enjoy my presence. I needed people to want me to make them happy. I needed that. I was selfishly selfless. And now I just want to be selfless. Not to a fault, but just selfless. And I feel like I've done a decent job at doing that. I do it when I can. And I'm realistic about it. I don't just throw myself into the fucking void and turn around like, see, look what I've done for you. I don't do that shit. I'm just like, I'll do what I can if I can do it. If it's in my power, I'll do it for you. And I try to put as much good energy into the world as I can, but it feels like I'm not quite done serving my sentence. And I'm gonna keep getting bad karma for a minute. I just feel it. I just feel it. And maybe this is a part of that. I don't know. But all I can do is just keep on keeping on and try to do it with a smile. That's all I can do. Yeah. Ever since she left, that kind of just seems to be like what's been happening. Like, I would love to be, again, your words have power, boy. Speak it into existence. Like, I would love to be like after, before me and her broke up, me and 2.0 broke up. Which my coworker said stop calling her that because it seems disrespectful. So I'm gonna stop calling her that. After me and my ex broke up, we or she before we broke up, it kind of looked like she was getting into JJK. It kind of looked like it. I would want nothing more than to be laid up with her right now at 5 in the morning because neither of us could fucking sleep. But it's Tuesday, so we'd both be off anyways. Watching the newest episode of JJK, talking to her about Hikari's fucking domain expansion, talking to her about how that nigga started breaking it down on the battlefield fighting Kashimo, talking about why he's my favorite fucking character, and talking about why she needs to watch, she needs to stay tapped in. I would love nothing more to be laid up with her right now, her head on my chest, hearing my fucking heart beating fast as shit because I get nervous around her. Watching JJK, explaining to her the lore, high as shit probably. I'd want nothing more than that. Like right now, that's where I just want some peace in my life, you know? I just want some peace. I just want some quiet. I just need some stability because everything is fucking falling apart, you know? I want something I can pour my time and effort into. And that's what I want. That's what I want. I would love nothing more than that right now. Like in this very moment, I don't need anything else but that, and that could be my life, and I'd be okay with it, and I'd love that, and I'd cherish that as if it was the last day that I'd ever had it. Cause you never know, you could lose something like fucking that nowadays, and I would cherish it every waking fucking moment of my life. But that's not the reality of my situation, and I'm just complaining and bitching and moaning. But that's what I dream about. Genuinely, that's what not about JJK, but I genuinely like that's what I dream about. I dream about having that and there's this lady that I watch on TikTok, her name's like Teal Swan or something like that. She's basically a speaker. And one thing that she said was that purpose isn't given to you, or you can't find purpose. Purpose is given to you, something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing, so don't quote me. I'm sure you could find it if you really wanted to. But she essentially said that if you go through life looking for a purpose, you're gonna deny yourself a lot of shit. And purpose is given to you when you follow your emotions. Like purpose is assigned to you in the heat of your happiness, like the midst of your happiness. That's when your purpose is given to you, and I agree with that. I think that purpose is something that you most often don't find yourself fucking making. Like you don't make your purpose. It's often it's just given to you. Like you just wake up one day like, damn, this is my purpose now. And I think that I went through life assigning myself a lot of purposes that I couldn't fulfill, or I didn't need to fulfill. I think that I had a purpose at that time, and I didn't see it. Like I just did not see it, didn't acknowledge it, or didn't like give it the time or effort that I really needed to. I felt like I had a purpose there, and I neglected it, and that purpose was taken away from me, you know, and it will be assigned to somebody else. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah. So I'm a little jealous of my friends. I'm a little jealous, but it is what it is. I'm happy for them. At the end of the day, I'm happy for them, and I want nothing but the best and happiness for them because they deserve it. Because I see them all going through their own shit, their own trials and tribulations, just like everybody else. But it doesn't make them any less important. Yeah. But I hope. I hope that there's like a purpose behind everything. Like this isn't happening just because it happens. Like I hope that there's a reason behind why everything is going to shit in my life right now. I hope there's a grand design behind all this, and there's like in movies or books, or like, you know how like the character's at his worst, the fucking climax, the character's at the turning point. Is that what they call it in literature, the turning point, where everything is going to shit, everything is fucked up. Like the character, like in Harry Potter, when in the Prisoner of Azkaban, when everything was going fucking wrong for Harry, everything was going wrong for that nigga. I need to stop saying the N-word. Where everything was going wrong for that man, and he like had that revelation, like Sirius isn't my actual like enemy. He's like my godfather. He's here to protect me. Like the Dementors aren't gonna kill me and rip me apart. Maybe that's a bad example, but or like in Mulan. I don't know why I was thinking about Mulan. When Shang finds out that she's a woman, after she saves his life, she gets injured, kicks that bitch out the military or the army. She tries to go back like, hey bro, the Huns ain't dead, bro. Like the Huns ain't dead, and like fuck you, bitch, you're a woman, you lied to me, type shit. Like all this shit happens, and it's like, damn, can I catch a break? Like, can I just get one bit of break? It's like my life actually feels like JJK. I feel like Yuji in this bitch. I feel like everything is just getting fucking stripped from me. And even at the end of the manga, nothing good is happening for that man. Nothing good is happening to him. Everything is still gonna take it away because that man hates him. He hates Yuji, and that's what it feels like. It feels like I'm just getting shat on right now, and I'm like, damn, bruh, can I get my climax? Can I get my turning point? Can I get to the point where like things are getting better for me, where things are starting to look up for me? And I know that's not like realistic. Sometimes that's just the way that life goes. It's just the way things go. And sometimes you don't get that turning point. You just get fucked over and then you stay fucked. Like, I understand that's just the way that things work, but I'm like, damn, bro, it'd be nice to not, if I don't have to, I wouldn't. Like, I don't want to stay fucked, you know. But that's just how, it's like that's just how it feels. Lose your girl, boom. Lose your house, boom. Lose your family, boom. You gotta leave, nigga. You gotta, excuse me, man. You gotta leave. You gotta leave. You can't stay here no more. You get ran out of town, boy. Then you're gonna go to a place, boom. You don't know anybody there, boom. You don't have any friends there, boom. No stability, boom. No car barely fucking work. If you can get there with your car before your car break down halfway through the venture, you have no money, boom. So what are you gonna do? Then you got bills in your name. You can't pay the bills because you ain't got no money because you had to leave and you couldn't get a job. Job couldn't transfer because the job took 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. Well, excuse me, there wasn't even a place for you to transfer over here, so now you're just gonna get an entirely new job. Oh, you got a new job. Guess what? Can't stay in school anymore. So now you're fucked. Now you're fucked. Start over from zero, bitch. Shouldn't have been a fucking loser. So now I'm like, I don't know what that was. I think that was a piece of my hair that just flew off. But it's like, damn, bro, can I get a break? Can I get a bit of stability? Can I get my girl to come back and kiss me on the forehead and tell me that everything is okay and that I don't have to leave? You know? But again, that's just the reality of the situation. Sometimes it is what it is. Um, yeah, but I don't know. I've been usually I have like my crystals and shit, so it would make more sense. But I don't again now. But usually I talk when things get bad. I talk to the moon because it's constant. It's always there. It never asks questions. It never judges me, and it always is there to listen. So I talk to the moon sometimes, and I'd be like, Mrs. Moon, because I think the moon is a woman. The sun may be a man, or maybe they're both women, but I feel like the moon is a woman. So I'd be like, Mrs. Moon, shit ain't going right. I don't know what's going on, but I need some help, man. I need some fucking help. And I try to speak into existence a lot of positivity, a lot of things that I want. And I don't think anything's, I don't think it's been heard yet. And that's okay. It's okay. Because not everything is promised. Nothing is promised. And I know that. Yeah. Maybe maybe everything's not as bad as it seems, and maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe this is just a build up for me to learn a lesson, or for me to just get pranked. I don't know. Maybe it's just a build up, and I'll get my turning point in like the next couple of days here. Cause I don't have a month. And like in a month, like everything is fucked. So um, maybe I'll get my turning point soon. And maybe they're just maybe things are just waiting a little bit longer before they just come to like, alright, we just fucking with you. I get pranked, dickhead. You know, maybe things won't go bad with my parents and I can stay here. Maybe I'll get lucky and my YouTube will blow up. Maybe I can make enough money and I can get my own apartment, and I can finally get my corgi that I've wanted. My corgi named Kenai or Anahi or fucking Sitka, whatever, whichever. If you get those references, I love you. But maybe I get my little corgi and I get my own apartment. I don't have to leave, and then I still have my friends if they need me or if I need them. Or maybe, um, wishful thinking. Maybe, maybe my ex will be able to be around me just for a little bit and not feel like throwing up, and we can be friends again, or more, because you know I love that girl to death, and I want her to be the mother of my children. But maybe things are worse, or maybe things will be better than what they actually will be. Maybe something will turn. I don't know. But again, it's all wishful thinking, and I there's nothing I can do about it. But as for now, I'm trying to be realistic about things, and realistically speaking, it doesn't look like any of those things are happening. So um yeah, I'm not gonna excuse me. I'm not gonna make this like a longer thing that it has to be, and I'm not gonna come fucking like I'm not gonna like pad the time or whatever the case may be. Um, yeah. I Again, this will be the last podcast that I actually like talk about her, because again, I want her to not have that energy plaguing her, and I want her to be able to live a long, happy life with whoever she wants to live that life with, whether that be by herself or with somebody else. However it is, whatever makes her happy, I am 100% full support of it, and I could not ask for anything else but her happiness. Um, but I wish I got to experience her again, and I would love nothing more than to experience her again. This new version of her that's been morphed and changed and turned into something more beautiful than the day that I lost her. I want to. I wish that I could experience that again, and I wish that she could experience the Eric that actually has a sense of identity now, and actually has a sense of values and morals and ethics and boundaries, and cares, and shows that he cares. Maybe she knew that because she texted me something like that, and I still go through a text sometimes, even though I know I should delete them, and I should stop. I should stop bringing it up, and I should stop giving that my energy, because there's that relationship is dead and gone, and anything that comes from us two would be something new, and it wouldn't be based off of the past. It would be something new that would have to be experienced, and something new that never like existed before. It would have to be new. I don't know. Yeah, I would love nothing more than to experience her again, and for her to finally experience me, not get like little sneak peeks and fucking windows into what could be Eric, but like actual, like an authentic version of myself. But again, just wishful thinking. I'm just talking out loud, just throwing out dumb fucking ideas. Yeah, there's not much else I have to say, but for my friends, the only thing I can do before everything hits the fan is to just, if you're like a watcher of my other channel, if you came here from that, like my actual channel, I'm going to just keep uploading shit on there as much as I can until the day that I can't anymore, just so my friends can have all the shit that we've ever done accessible and there for them. And then, you know, because I want them to have that. I want them to have that. But yeah. What is today's the 20th? So my ex made these. I have a playlist with all of these songs separately. So when I feel lonely or if I feel like I need a hug, I find comfort in that. But today is the 20th, so I'll leave you with this. Oh, for 20, she wrote, "I Got You Honey" by O.C. Elliott. And there's you can't see it, there's a 20 on there. The lyrics that she wrote were, "Water's wet and light is light. Got upset and now I'm doing fine. When I come home, when I calm down, I have you and have me, and you have me, honey." That's what she wrote now. So that will be my to you. Yeah. If for all my friends, I wish you nothing but happiness. Nothing but happiness. Joy, happiness. I'm not asking you to live a fulfilled life of wealth and fucking pleasantries. I just hope that you live a life that you are happy with, that you're satisfied with, that you can wake up and look in the mirror and be like, I like this. I enjoy this. For my friends, well, I would say for my family, but I don't know, they don't. I still wish that happiness for them, but realistically speaking, I ain't got much love, which is probably fucked up to say. I shouldn't say that. I still wish them that happiness because they deserve it. They're not bad people, especially my mom. To the 6, 7, 5, 8, 9, I don't fucking know. For any of the people that watch this podcast, same goes to you. I wish, and I'll look at, as awkward as it may be for me because I'm sitting in my room at 6 in the morning now with no lights on. House is quiet as shit, so I'm sure my family can hear me between the walls like some rat. As weird as it is for me, I'll look in the camera and I'll say, I thank you for hearing me out and listening to me ramble for however long you watch this video. If it was 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, however long you watched it, thank you for sitting down and hearing me ramble and hearing me talk about my ex for 45% of the video and talk about my self-loathing and my depression, whatever the case may be, for the other 55. I'm not a math major, I'm a psychology major. But to those people who watch this, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And if any of the people that I mentioned are watching this, whether it be Josh, Angel, Darren, my parents for some reason don't know how you found this, even Kai, Sean, Andreas, Carrington, like anybody that I've ever had a positive interaction with, if you're watching this, thank you. I wish you nothing but happiness, and I want you to live a life that's fulfilling to you, not to society, not to anybody else, that's fulfilling to you. that you're okay with. Um, I wish you nothing but the best, and you can text it. You can text me, like in a minute. I'm not gonna have nothing to fucking do, so you can text me. You can say hi to me. I'll be around. I'm here. Don't forget about me. Um, I may not text back fast. Well, I'll text back fast, but maybe I don't know. But it doesn't hurt to send a text to see if I'm alive. And I guess it's two-way. It's a two-way street, but I don't know who fucking watches this, so I don't know who I should be texting. Um, and lastly, always to my ex, I wish you nothing but the best and nothing but happiness. And I promise this will be the last time that I have a video where it's about, or where you're talked about in length or detail, or I miss her, all this sad shit. I promise this will be the last video that you see this in. And I know that there's nothing that I can say that you want to hear right now, because you audibly told me that there's nothing that I can say that you want to hear. But as always, I love you very deeply, very much, very intensely. Almost teetering on the verge of insanity. I love you in every sense of the word, in every essence of the word, and I'm sorry that my past actions didn't represent that. But I know that there's me talking about things isn't gonna make things better. I know that me talking about things isn't gonna make things happen. Me manifesting, it's not anything I can control. But again, I do love you, and I will forever love you, because that's not how love works. It doesn't just change. I will forever love you. Whether you are with somebody or not, whether you are happy with me or not, whether you are here or not, I will always love you. Not oh, I kind of love you, I love them as a person. No, I will always love you. I'll always be in love with you at every facet of life, in every way, shape, or form, body, mind, and soul. I will always love you. I'll always be in love with you. And no one can take that away from me. And no one can take that away from you. And I live for the day, if I get it, that I can see you and tell you that you're as beautiful as the day that I lost you. But yeah, all that sad shit aside, to everybody, I love you. I'm gonna be okay. I hope that you're okay. You guys have a good morning, afternoon, whenever you see this. Have a good life. Live a good life. Because we're dead longer than we're alive. So have a good rest of your life. Have a good life. Enjoy it. Live in the moment. Take advantage of the moment that you're in. Be happy with the moment. Find happiness in the moment that you find yourself in. Share a moment with somebody and find happiness in that. So, you guys have a good one. I guess that's all I have to say.